Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art, and I am so excited I get to paint on camera for you guys today. It has been so long, and I have of late been doing videos only in conjunction with collaborations, and so I'm excited to just paint on my own. And I am going to be working on this repurposed canvas. It's a 16 by 40. And I'm going to be doing a Deconstructed Bloom today because I watched the video. I always love doing them, but I'm like, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different. And then, of course, I watch Karen from Waterfall Acrylics do it. And I'm like, oh, but they look so fun. So now I'm going to do it. So I painted this canvas almost a month ago, I think. So it's very, very cured because, you know, your paints will be dry, but you shouldn't paint over them until they're cured. So this is completely without moisture. So now it is time for me to repaint over it. I like parts of this one, but ultimately it's dark and it's gray and I don't want to do it. So I am using I'm using 5 colors. One is a Vivid Intense color, and that is my Tuscan Gold by ColourArte. ColourArte Fresno is going out of business, so you guys get on there and get your stuff, get your colors, get your pigments, all of the stuff that you want before they go. So that is my Tuscan Gold, and now I'm going to use my Purely Pigments also. So this is the Pure Magenta, the Chartreuse, the Lagoon Blue, and for my deep color, because I like having a deep color, I'm using my black plum, but to it, I added interference red and a little bit of interference red and a lot of interference gold. So that's my color palette today. I have my white and black cell activators that I will use, and my big thing of white. I'll put all the brands and such of all these colors in my description box below, because right now I can't remember them all and they're all around other places in my room. So I'm not going to go get them right now, but I will list them. So I'm going to use a hairdryer that I've not used. It's old. I think this is my OG hairdryer from 2018 when I started doing all this stuff. So this is my OG, so OG that buttons stick. There we go. So this is my OG hairdryer. I say it's one I've not used because it's got an oval opening rather than a round opening. So I'm going to be interested to see. I don't even have the filter thing anymore. See how this blows my paint around. I have this big giant suction canister. I won't put that on my canvas, of my white. At work, they ordered the wrong size and they were going to throw all these things away. And I was like, no, give me a stack. So that is that. Let's get pouring. I have no real plan because I'm just coming back to my YouTube channel. So why would I make a plan? Today is Labor Day. I am home from work and I just wanted to paint after organizing my art room. It's so organized. I'm so happy about it. All right, so I'm going to fast forward through this first pour because it went awry. There was some color splitting and I couldn't tell what it was from. Initially, I thought it was the black cell activator, but in the end, I'll let you know where the color splitting came from. So I'm going to fast forward through this first version of this piece and get back to the repour. So fast forwarding now. Have some music. mix some more colors. I have my white. I'm sitting here and I'm deciding whether or not I want to gather my paint in the middle. The only problem with when you scoop your paint towards the middle is that it introduces a lot of bubbles. And I don't want a lot of bubbles because I just have freshly mixed paint, so I'm already going to have some bubbles. So I think I'm gonna risk it. Sorry, I'm not gonna mitigate that risk of having too many bubbles by not gathering my paint in the center. But let's see what that does. I will put a layer of fresh paint down here. It's going to spread a lot easier simply because the canvas is already wet. You see it spreading? It wants to do it on its own. Let me get something to scrape this out a bit. These are just like bottle scrapers. I think it's what it's called. It's a really long, skinny spatula. I love these. Doing this also introduces bubbles, but at this point, we're gonna go with it. All right, get that over here. Take this little bit out of my paint. Whatever you are, you cannot live here. Oh, you know, while this sits and does what it wants, I was gonna actually mix up a different batch of cell activator just to make sure that it wasn't the color. Because again, this is my first time really blooming big with these colors. So making sure that it's not the color, that it's not the colors breaking, or if it's the cell activator. Sorry, the cell activator. And I want to use a non-traditional color here. So I'm just at my paint wall, looking and deciding what color do I want to add to that game there. I don't know why I want to do something really stupid, but I'm going to. I'm going to use my Naphthol Red Medium by Amsterdam. I've never made a cell activator out of this, so let's make a cell activator out of it and see what happens when you put it under white. So I'm going to just eyeball this because I don't want to grab my scale. So do that. Get my old Australian flow trolley. And let's mix this up and see what we get. All right. It'll be based on the consistency of the mixed concoction to tell me if this is proper or not. It needs to be thin, but not too watery. And so whether or not, I've never used this color as a, am I recording? I think I am. I've never used this color as a cell activator, so I don't even know if it works, but what you do know is that the white works. So if you're using a cell activator that you've never used, you don't know if it works, as long as I have found, at least, as long as you put it under a cell activator you know works, like the Titanium White by Amsterdam, this will work. But let's just get in here and see what this does. I kind of want a little more paint. And the only reason I say that is because I don't want to end up with these things here because I don't have enough to stretch. So I'm going to have to open up my big 5-gallon thing of paint here and grab some more paint just to make sure I have enough to cover everything I want to do. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more in my giant suction canister up there. Luckily this paint is almost empty, so I can pick it up. There we go. Just so I have some extra if I need it. All right, let's do this again. I'm going to spread my paint out just a bit. All right. Okay. I hope you're still in frame. Clean my hands off, and then we'll throw our colors down and see what we get. I think I'm going to do one puddle at a time this time, though. So I'm going to go in the same order. I did not mind the order. Like the way that is so pretty. You know what? I'm impatient, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do them all. I'm sorry. I just don't want to just do puddle after puddle and then blow and blah. I'm impatient. I don't want to have to fast forward so much because I'm taking forever. So I'm just going to do this like this. So after that, I added the pink, the magenta to it. So many bubbles. But that's okay. We're just going to get what we're going to get. I'm not going to draw the magenta in the center white anymore. Just so I don't want to have to... I was just laughing. My hand shook a little bit there. Trying to be very gentle. All right. So my gold. There we go. And then I think after that, I used my Chartreuse. And then my Lagoon blue. Stir my Chartreuse up a little bit more. This Chartreuse is so pretty. I love how it looks with that Lagoon blue. That color combination was so pretty. So I'm hoping I get a lot more of the same there. I should, since I'm layering the same. All right, my blue. I'm trying to get this video done so I can run to my mom's house. She's made like a bunch of barbecue stuff for the holiday. And I want to run to her house and grab some. So I want to get this done. And go see my mama. All right, what did I add on top? I added a little more Chartreuse. I'm sorry, the magenta last time. Well, that's lovely. So let's do that without going to the middle and being too chaotic with it. And then I have enough gold down there. It will pop up. I don't want to do... Is there something right there? This looks like something. What are you? Oh no, I just touched it. Okay. Okay, so let's do our freaking Naphthol red medium. Never done that before. I'm gonna go in order this time. Yeah. The only reason I'm hesitating is to see if I want to put some more white around, and I think I do. I don't want this blowing off on to the old pour. So here. There. All right. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited. Just because I have a really new cell activator and I've never done that before. Maybe I'll torch it just a little bit. You're not supposed to really torch house paint, but there's so many bubbles, so I'm gonna do a quick torch. And you're not supposed to torch it for a long time because you will create a skin. So the indication of whether this is gonna work, if my ratio was correct, is whether or not it creates that halo effect in the center. I'm pretty sure it will. It is, not so much because it's a little thick, but that's okay because this white definitely will. So let's try this cell activator for the first time. Here we go. see, it's working. Oh, I love that little bit in there. I think that's gonna look really cool. So let's go with the second one here. This is really thick. So that's why it's taken a little bit longer to sink there, but that's okay because we got some time. All right. So I'm seeing a little breakup. It actually might, oh, you know what? I think it's in the black. This is the culprit because I put so much mica powder in it. That is what that is. And I didn't give it enough time to fully wet because that is actually where I'm seeing it break up. Not anywhere else that I can see right now. All the other colors are hanging tough, but it's that black plum. It was my fault because I put so much mica powder in it. I'll be back. That one looks like a chicken. I want that to expand. All right, let's do our last puddle. Ooh, shoot, where did I just drag? I touched it. I'm gonna make sure this comes off now. Well, darn. I touched the paint with that cup. I'm used to having bottles for my cell activator. It's okay, I'm gonna crash into it now then. So that crashing into it was good because it shortened that little white line. You drag this through a bit, create something that has a little bit of interest. All right, we're gonna tilt kind of everywhere. Simply because I want to be done. I want to go see my mother. So I'm just going to tilt it. I'm going to let it crash and be chaotic. Really, really deconstruct. Bring it back. The original pour has gotten a little thicker. So it is a weird thing to move against it. So going straight down, get a little bit of that white off right there. There we go. Woo. I'm gonna actually swing it towards me. I'm not gonna turn the canvas this time because it's so drippy and my floor would be annihilated really. So I'm gonna swing it towards me and come towards this corner now. Get some of that off. Pause it, come back. Now I gotta get it over to this side down here. This little red blunt end right there, I don't like it, so I'm gonna tilt that off just a little bit while I'm down here. There, and bring it all the way back down. As soon as it crosses midline for the most part, I'll tilt up towards the corner opposite of me. So just about there. Now I'm going to tilt that way. And then once it gets to the point where I like it, I'm going to go extreme. Luckily I'm tall so I can see still. Get that white off right there and pause it. Now I can bring it back towards me, get my tweezers out of there. So get it midline and then pause it and come all the way back up here to control the descent to this corner from the opposite corner. Sorry you can't see for a moment. I will bring back down in just a moment. I see a lot of little bubbles, but that's my fault because I just mixed these paints. Go extreme once I get it to the corner like I'd like. Pause it. And now it's just about editing because I still do have a lot of paint on here. I think I want to come down and bring off some of that top corner since it's really dark. And so I'm going to head towards that corner down there. So you see how the paint's moving. There is a lot of paint on here. So I definitely have to keep on tilting it. It's not an option. Otherwise this won't dry well. Unless I dry it super, super slowly, and that involves keeping it covered for days and days and days and making sure that it doesn't have the top layer of paint dry before the underside. It's just a big thing to have to dry a painting that has too much paint on it. All right. So I will avoid that by taking paint off. I'm gonna go back down here and then center up because I love all this light area, but it's too deep into the painting. So I'm gonna get it centered and then just tilt it towards me to decrease it. So sorry you can't see for just a moment. Yeah, it's definitely the purple. Nothing else is breaking up. It's just the mica that I put in that purple color. I didn't even think about that. That is completely my fault. Just a little more. Oh, it's so bright and colorful. I love it. Now, I'm not convinced that I've taken enough off, but I'm going to, I'll tilt just a little bit more just to see. Because it is still moving relatively quickly. That's how you know you don't have enough off. It's because it's dripping so much. There's a lot of paint on here. So you don't have enough off. And you just don't want to leave too thick of a layer of paint. So I'm going to hook a little bit down here. I know you can't see. Again, I'm so sorry. There. I think that'll be good. I'm going to center it up now since all the weight of the paint's here. I'm going to pull off some of these drips. And then tilt it back to center up the paint. Oh, it's so colorful. I love it. All right, so let me check my corners here. Making sure I got rid of the old paint. all around. Put some blue here. That's perfect. Oh, that color that I just threw there looks so good. I'm gonna come around and check these corners so I don't reach over my piece. I need more white in this corner since the blue is there, but it's super faint. So I'm just gonna put some faint blue there. Super, not faint, but like faded, like that. I like that cell activator. That color is pretty. There's purple here, so I'm gonna find just an area full of purple and touch it. Because this corner is for the most part dark purple. I could even just get my purple because it's almost just the true color there and just put it there. Because then it will pull down the paint and thin out appropriately. All right, oh, let me get my gloves off and then I'll put you down and show you this final piece. I am very happy with it. All right, so here's my mess. That's super fun, but look at the color. So again, it's the purple. Like you can see it best right there. The purple got granular because of the mica powder, because if you look at the other colors, they did not. But let's start from this corner here. Look how amazingly vibrant these colors are. I think this part right here is one of my favorite parts, with the gold and the magenta and the Lagoon blue and the chartreuse all marrying kind of and making all those things. And the graininess there actually doesn't bother me. It just adds texture to it to me. But I love the naphthol red as the pouring medium because it's just in there. Every once in a while you get these little zings of red. And look at these sides, they're so pretty. But I love this. I love those Purely Pigments and that gold. Oh, it's so, so pretty. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I love that part. All the little watercolor effect as they go over one another. I'm so excited to continue and do my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. I have missed it so much. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Look at that chartreuse right there. It's so bright. It's so bright. It's so pretty. Look. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you more regularly. Take care. Bye. Oh, also hit the thumbs up and the like and all that stuff if you like this video. I know I've been absent, but again, I'm coming back, baby. All right, see you next time. Bye.